The Nigerian nation call him the poster boy of this administration. Where are you, Honorable Minister? Please, let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you. Professor Dantami Ibrahim Wushishi, Registrar and Chief Executive, National Examinations Council, NECO, is here with us. The Director General of Voice of Nigeria, Malam Jibrin Baba Ndache, is also here. And Engineer Abel Igbegbe, representing the Minister of State Petroleum Resources, is also here. Dr. Abubakar Mohammed Siddiq, former board chairman, NECO, we welcome you. Executive Secretary, National Institute for Cultural Orientation, Otumba Abiodun Ajiboye, you're welcome. And Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, Chairman, Senate Committee on Finance, I welcome you too. And so, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment. The award ceremony will be kicking off now. And we'll be starting off with the Outstanding Young Person of the Year 2023. And without doubt, that is Awalu Salisu.
A tricycle rider from Kano is the Outstanding Young Person of the Year 2023. Leadership Awards 2023. Outstanding Young Person of the Year 2023. Awolu Salisu for his display of honesty and setting a good example for the young people of the country when he found and returned 15 million naira to a Chadian merchant who forgot it in his tricycle. Awolu Salisu, a tricycle rider from Kano, is the Outstanding Young Person of the Year 2023.
You know, my spirit is telling me the last time he will drive a keke was yesterday. Awalu, I'm very sure a beautiful car is coming your way. To present the award to Awalu is Abraham Indazaya, Director of Leadership Group in charge of conferences. Awalu. The Labour Party presidential candidate said you should come and take handshake. Go down from there. Don't do that way. And just go and shake his hand. You might join Labour Party tomorrow. Congratulations to you, Awalu. Is the Artist of the Year 2023. And this will be going to our mother, an amazing artist that has touched the likes of young people, Chief Mrs. Nike Okundaye Davis.
Artist of the Year 2023, Nike Okundaye Davis, for her unwavering dedication to preserving the Yoruba traditional craft, Adire, for promoting and empowering Nigerian youth and women through arts and craft, and inspiring the young generation to develop their culture and heritage in the past 5 decades and a half. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Okundaye Davis is Artist of the Year 2023.
Well, you have here her daughter, Amina, right? Okay. And let me welcome here the chairman of the leadership group, Mrs. Zainab Ndazaya, to present the award to Amina, to extend to your mother. Congratulations to her. Let's put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations, I love to her. We appreciate her. Thank you very much. The next award is for Sports Person of the Year 2023. And this goes to a group of young ladies that has put Nigeria on the global map as far as basketball is concerned, the Tigress.
Leadership Awards 2023. Sports Person of the Year 2023. The Tigress. For winning a historic fourth
Do we have a representative?
Afro-Basket title. The second team to achieve the feat. Nigeria's national women's basketball team. The Tigress is the Sports Person of the Year 2023.
Well, the Tigress are women. A man is signed in. Okay, you are a tiger. Okay, the Secretary General of the Nigerian Basketball Federation. Yeah, that makes you a tiger. Yeah, welcome. And to present the award is Abdul Gombe, Member Leadership Advisory Board. Next category, which is products and services. And the first category here is Company of the Year. And the company is Zabaset Group.
Leadership Awards 2023.
Zabaset Group
of the Year 2023. Zabaset Group. For providing quality products and services in the building industry, making positive contributions to the development of economic and cultural relations between Nigeria and Turkey. Zabaset is Company of the Year 2023.
Zabaset, thank you very much for your contribution to our economy. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. And to present the award is the Director General, Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution, Dr. Joseph Ochogu. Is in the room. End of the year, Flour Mills Nigeria PLC. Flour Mills Nigeria PLC.
2023 Brand of the Year. Flour Mills Nigeria PLC. For being a source of livelihood for millions of Nigerian families in the past 60 years, and for its unwavering commitment to driving local content development, inspiring sustainable growth across all its touch points. Flour Mills Nigeria PLC is Brand of the Year 2023.
And to present the award is a man that is using information
Leadership
and national
Awards
orientation
2023.
and national orientation to bring about sustainable growth and development in Nigeria. The Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Raji Muhammad Idris Malagi, who will be stepping forward. Here is Bank of the Year, and the bank is United Bank for Africa, UBA PLC.
Bank of the Year 2023.
UBA.
United Bank of Africa, UBA PLC. With an unbroken record performance in the first 3 quarters of 2023, and for embarking on key initiatives to turn around the lives of its customers and staff, United Bank of Africa, UBA PLC, is deservingly Bank of the Year 2023.
Thank you very much. I'm very sure we'll reach UBA and present the awards to them. FinTech Company of the Year, MoneyPoint.
For its dynamic move towards increasing financial inclusion and driving the adoption of technology by the financially excluded in the country.
Let's clear the path for her, please.
Incorporation is FinTech Company of the Year 2023. Leadership.
You're welcome. And then Mr. Charles Oldie, Director General, Small and Medium Enterprises. Okay, so to present the award is the representative of the Director General of the Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution. Of the Year Computer Warehouse Group PLC.
CWG PLC, for its tenacity, determination, excellence, and exceptional performance in spite of unstable political and economic environment. CWG PLC is the IT Company of the Year 2023.
Let me welcome here the Senior Vice Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of Leadership Group, Mr. Azubike Isekwena, to present the award. Oil and Gas Local Content Champion of the Year, Aradel Holdings PLC.
2023 Oil and Gas Local Content
Aradel
Champion
Holdings.
of the Year 2023, Aradel Holdings PLC, for promoting local content through petroleum products, refining to reduce the importation of products, as well as launch significant investments in crude oil exploration and renewable energy. Aradel Holdings PLC is Oil and Gas Local Content Champion of the Year 2023.
And to present the award is the Managing Director and Chief Executive of the Transmission Company of Nigeria. Okay, and so Mr. Isekwena will present the award again. Thank you very much. Oil and Gas Company of the Year. Please, you can step down now. Thank you very much. That's a champion of the sector going down. And the Oil and Gas Company of the Year, Seplat Energy PLC. Seplat Energy PLC.
Oil and Gas Company of the Year 2023.
Do we have a representative?
Energy PLC, for striving to end routine flares in its operations by committing $11.5 million towards projects that will end flaring and another $10.8 million towards installing gas compression facilities at flow stations in Amukbe, Oben, and Sapele. Seplat Energy PLC is Oil and Gas Company of the Year 2023.
Congratulations to you. Thank you. Now we'll move on to the next category of CEOs. The CEO of the Year. Let me welcome here Dupe Olushola.
CEO of the Year 2023, Dupe Olushola, for leading Transcorp Hotels as the #1 hospitality brand in Nigeria by maintaining a culture of consistently delivering value to its stakeholders, driving growth and innovation, and achieving profitability while delivering exceptional customer experience to all its guests. Dupe Olushola is CEO of the Year 2023.
Congratulations to you. CEO of the Year. He is an engineer, he's a publisher, he's a child of God. I'd like to welcome my friend and brother, Engineer Michael Bayo Akinola.
Engineer Michael Bayo Akinola, for consistently delivering exceptional printing services that surpasses customers' expectations by ensuring that quality meets precision in output and thus making a lasting impact in the industry. The Chief Executive Officer of Marvelous Mike Press Limited, Engineer Michael Bayo Akinola, is CEO of the Year 2023.
And to present the award is our keynote speaker. You have a professor to relate to another professor. Professor Kingsley Mogalu, please step forward to present to this professor. Congratulations to you, Your Excellency. That smile is what got millions of Nigerians following you. Can you bring this mic closer to me here? Can we settle down and hear a few things from him. Your Excellency, please. No, yeah. Let's settle down, please. Let's settle down.
Mr. President, being represented here, and His Excellency the Governors, let me very respectfully stand on all due and existing protocols. First is to most sincerely thank leadership for this event. Thank our keynote speaker. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. And I thank all that are gathered here. For me, I always say this award is, I'm grateful to the Almighty God that I had this opportunity, and always opportunity whenever possible. I've said it this every day. I am not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. I'm desperate to see Nigeria fight poverty. And I listened to what the keynote speakers said today. And you could see it in my tweet yesterday. We have no reason being part of poverty in the world, especially in the North. The North have no reason to be poor. We make more money in this country from agriculture than we make from oil any day, anytime. Because it's happening everywhere. I read yesterday that Ukraine is giving Nigeria grain. Ukraine is at war. The whole of northern Nigeria is 268,000 square kilometers. Ukraine is 603,000 square kilometers. They have no reason to give us grain because we have the land. Why are they giving us grain? Because 60% of their land is cultivated, 60% of our own is uncultivated. And the people even say it's for Northeast. I might be governor of Niger State is here. Niger State can feed Nigeria. Niger State can feed Africa. Niger State is occupying 76.3 thousand square kilometers of land. They can feed Nigeria. Netherlands, with 33,000 square kilometers, which Niger State is twice, exported last year $125 billion of agricultural products. Niger State can do 5% of that, which is 6 billion. They don't need to come to Abuja. Northeast is collapsing. They say there's a problem in the Northeast. It shouldn't be. The two biggest states in Northeast, Borno and Taraba combined. Borno alone is over 70,000 square kilometers. Taraba is 54,000. Two of them combined is 125,000 square kilometers, 4 times the size of Belgium, at 30,000 square kilometers. And Belgium is doing over 20 billion export. There's so much we can do with this country. Let people stop wasting everybody's time and put these young people that are giving us problems in terms of criminality out of poverty, and you reduce criminality. The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. It's a simple. People make it look difficult. Let's invest in the North. We have what it takes to make Nigeria. Let's do it now. Thank you. God bless. Please, for a while I heard you are in SSS too. Forthwith, I've consulted with my young brother and everything, and I know there will be other things coming from the big men who are here, but from us, from now, your education, tuition, accommodation, feeding, till you graduate, will be taken care of by the base university. Thank you. I know that.
Keke driver is on his way to becoming a professor. You know, I told you earlier that the last time Awadu drove a keke was yesterday. Never and never again. Congratulations to you, Awalu. Our next governor of the year has done amazingly well in the area of security in his state. Now you can travel from Kaduna to Katsina and move around and hold parties, and nobody will hold you responsible. I'd like to welcome here the tall, handsome governor of Katsina State, Diko Umaru Rada.
3. Diko Umar Rada, for making security a focal point of his administration, pioneering community-driven policing with intelligence gathering and building trust between security agencies and local communities, for making payment of state and local government pensions and gratuities a top priority of his administration in Katsina State. Governor Diko Umar Rada is Governor of the Year 2023.
And to present the award is an elder statesman, Senator, former chairman of PDP. Please welcome here, Chief.
Time. But again, that is what leadership is all about. Nigerians voted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with a deep understanding and conviction that he can indeed turn the corner for our great country. And that is what Mr. President is doing. Some of the positives that have come out of the two major decisions that Mr. President has taken: one, the removal of fuel subsidy, and two, the unification or the flotation of our naira, an indication of the kind of boldness and courage and determination and focus that Mr. President is giving so that Nigeria will reclaim its rightful place in the Committee of Nations. Let me say that it is not all bad news all the time. Yes, it may be true that Nigeria has accepted grains from Ukraine, but that is not on its own a very bad story. Egypt takes in about 60% of its grain production from Ukraine. And I know that our elder statesman here, Mr. Peter Obi, is also understanding the Egyptian economy. The fact that 60% of the grain production in Egypt is coming from Ukraine does not make Egypt a failed state. Second, the fact that we are also having a lot of challenges of the moment does not also mean that Nigeria has actually failed. I'm glad when the guest speaker said that the issues of the moment didn't just start today. It started over a period of time. So all of us have a share of the blame. And Mr. President is not shying away from that. Mr. President is saying that we will tackle this. He has taken very bold decisions. The fact that petroleum subsidy itself has gone is a very bold step. Now, this has reduced, this is from the NBS now, the National Bureau of Statistics, is telling us that the average consumption or fuel importation into this country has gone down by about 50%, nearly 1 billion liters of fuel going down. So the question is, where have these liters of fuel or PMS, where have they been going? If 60, just because petroleum subsidy is gone, suddenly consumption, domestic importation of fuel has gone down by 50%. Our capital importation, the capital imports according to this country, according to the NBS, by the statistics that was released only recently, showed that there is an appreciable growth of 66%. These are not our statistics, this is from the NBS. 66% increase in capital importation. Our domestic refining capacity in the last couple of months has also gone up by about 8%. These are facts. So while we are saying all this is that, yes, there are challenges, but even with these challenges, there's a lot of hope for us as Nigerians. And the guest speaker said, we shouldn't make the mistake of thinking that this problem will go away. First, it didn't start today. It has been building over the years. It is not going to go away in 8 months or 9 months. He said, we require 3 to 5 years to go out of this wood. That's what the guest speaker said. Let's emphasize that. Mr. President has been in office for less than a year now, 9 months. And look at the kind of bold reforms he's taking. I'm glad that the guest speaker said, grammar is necessary. We shouldn't wish away grammar, blowing grammar. And I'll make a correction here. The guest speaker assumes that the team that was put together by Mr. President at a meeting recently is not actually an economic team. It is a business and economic advisory team. It had members of the organized private sector. We have representatives of the subnationals. There were 2 governors there. Governor Charles Soludo, a grammar blower himself. He was there. The governor of Ogun State was there. This representative subnationals. The Minister of Budget, Minister of Finance, some of us were there. So it's actually a tripartite arrangement that will advise government from time to time so that, Nigeria can also move forward. So it's not an economic team. Perhaps government will listen to your advice, but that doesn't mean that that team that was put together was an economic team. It wasn't. It was never intended to be so. And a lot of grammar. I remember when the tripartite arrangement was put in place, for 3.5 hours, all of us, the president, vice president, the economic team, the advisory committee members, the subnational, we locked ourselves in the room and we blew grammar for 3.5 hours there. It is not the end of it. It's just the beginning of the grammar blowing that we need to do to make sure that this country recovers from its senses. I think there is a lot of hope that we need to put out there. The effort that the Niger State Governor, for example, is doing in agriculture, the effort that the Jigawa State Government is doing, the fact that it is acknowledged that you can drive from here to Katsina unhindered, and that is why leadership itself is giving the governor of Katsina State the best governor in terms of security. That didn't just come about. Just imagine the kind of intervention that is happening in the agricultural sector. It is not something that will just be solved today. I tell you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, before these 5 years, Prof, 3 to 5 years you have prescribed, we will blow the grammar. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will lead this country out of the woods. These are my personal interventions as Minister of Information and National Orientation. I also want to add that Awolu has been a recipient of so much today. But the National Orientation Agency has under my ministry, has put together an eminent persons group to fashion out the value charter for this country. Today, I will say that Awolu has been made a member of that committee to fashion out the value charter for Nigeria. Now to my address. Now I read the president's address now. All protocols as have been established, duly observed, but I will say that the executive governors here are present, our royal father, our most revered Mr. Peter Obi, I salute your courage, and my brother, the deputy of Peter Obi in the 2023 presidential election. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me express gratitude to the Leadership Group Limited, one of Nigeria's and Africa's most respected and influential media brands, for this honor being conferred on me today as the Leadership of the Year, Leadership Person of the Year 2023. In recognition of the court undisputable can-do spirit that marked you out as a quintessential politician who defied monumental odds to emerge as the candidate of our great party, the APC, after which you went ahead to win the 2023 presidential election. The award is also to acknowledge your courage in taking a number of difficult but necessary decisions in order to position the country towards economic prosperity. Interestingly, the last line offers itself as a perfect answer to the question that is the theme of today's event, which is an economy in distress. Which way forward? I should start by respectfully challenging the notion that the Nigerian economy is indeed facing challenges. Distress suggests helplessness, being at the mercy of something we have no control over, but that is not the case here. We are in challenging times, no doubt, but these times have also been marked by unprecedented opportunities to reset the course and build a new and sustainable economy away from the rent-seeking and waste that was once the order of the day. The leadership group has itself alluded to the difficult but necessary decisions that we have taken. Since the removal of fuel subsidy, our imports of petrol have dropped by about 50%, which translates to roughly 1 billion liters, according to Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. In addition, the revenues accruing to the 3 tiers of government, the federal, state, and local government, have grown by between 50 and 100% since the removal of fuel subsidy. This means more funds are available to directly impact the lives of Nigerians through investments in critical infrastructure, social security, and other areas. For example, the additional funding we are receiving is going to a new minimum wage for which negotiations have started between the federal government, the state governments, the organized labor, and the organized private sector. I have approved the disbursement of 200 billion naira through 3 new special intervention funds established to support Nigerian businesses. The first is a 50 billion naira presidential conditional grant scheme that will provide business grants and loans to traders, vendors, transporters, workers, those in the ICT businesses, creatives, and artisans. Verification of all submitted applications is now ongoing. Disbursement will commence through the Bank of Industry as soon as this verification is completed. The second is a 75 billion naira MSME intervention fund, which aims to provide single-digit interest loans to SMEs. And the third is a 75 billion naira manufacturing sector fund, targeting manufacturing businesses with selected beneficiaries eligible to access up to 1 billion naira each. In addition, our new federal student loan program will take off shortly, providing interest-free financing not just for students.